Hi, Collective. It's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I want to bring you a spread today that I actually pulled for myself. And there's a very important message here. So I wanted to relay it out to the collective because I feel that it's not just my message, but probably relates to many of you as well. So, what I usually start with is these top ones, and those kind of give me the baseline or the story. Then I clarify underneath and see kind of what comes up with these. So, what I started with here was Retreat, Witch of the Woods. And then I got these two, Midnight Moth, Distraction, and Poison Thorn, Low Vibrations. And then I got Flying Ointment, Let Loose. Okay, so when we started to clarify with these, a message came out pretty clearly. And I'm just going to go through them, and now I've separated them in piles like here because they all tell a different story. And what the story says to me hopefully relates to someone out there, because I feel like, again, this is a message that's going to go across the board. So this column here, which is the retreat, we have the Hierophant and the stars. And some of us are being called to retreat, to go within and to find either a teacher or become a teacher ourselves, or, let the world know or the universe know that you're ready to be the student at this time. So the retreat that's happening is you spending your time alone and going within and looking at situations from your own point of view without the tarnishment of whatever's going on outside of you. Okay. Now, further clarification with the hope, what are we hoping for? We're actually needing to adjust our point of view. And that means having gratitude for what we already have. Okay? So when we want new things to come in, we have to express gratitude for what we already have, even if it's difficult, even if what we have is a pile of shit and we're done with it and we want to get rid of it. Something in your life can be spoken to be grateful for, whatever it is. I'm alive. I woke up today. It's a new day. Thank you for that. I thank you for the stars, the sun, the moon, the sky, the plants, the trees, photosynthesis, whatever it is that you want to be grateful for, speak it into existence. And then the universe acknowledges that vibration and sends you more of that. Now, what I got into here with the two piles are very distinct, different piles, and I'll tell you why. So at first, I didn't try to separate them into piles like this. I tried to read it all as one story, and this story actually made me angry. And I don't get angry very often, but sometimes the readings that come out just make me so angry. And when I first started reading it as the whole and got angry, I took it into smaller bits, smaller morsels, okay, as we should be doing with things in our life. If something's too overwhelming to you, break it up into smaller bits. Make it easier for you to digest, because it might be too much for you all at once. So let's get over to this section. So with distraction and low vibration, we have heart chakra in reverse. We have rest and rejuvenation in reverse. Okay, so we're already picking up on someone here who has not healed their heart from something. Okay, likely a love situation, because we have the lovers down here. And because we have distraction and low vibration, the six, sorry, it's not the six of anything, it's the lovers card. It's major arcana. And then the magician is here. What I am very strongly picking up with this pile is that you have somebody trying to cast an illusion on you. in a love situation. Okay? So even though we have the Lovers in the upright, the Magician in the upright, we have so many cards above it and around it that just call out a very blatantly obvious situation of someone who is in a low vibration, trying to distract you, trying to cast an illusion over you, who has not healed their heart from some past relationship, is trying to get you to choose them. Now, every time I look at this card, every time, these don't look like happy I love you faces to me. Every time I look at this card, you have him who's looking at her, and to me that's like a manipulative, deceptive look, and she's very skeptical. Like, what? This is what you're offering me? I don't know. I don't know about that. So, people in the collective, this is my warning to you. There is some situation that either has happened already to you or is about to happen where somebody is going to come forward and try to manipulate you in some way who is not in a high vibrational state, doesn't have a healthy heart chakra, okay? They're damaged goods. Not to say that, we can't ever have a relationship with someone who is damaged, because that's not true. However, they don't have good intent here. They're trying to cast an illusion on you with magic. Probably black magic. But they want to keep you in this distracted, low vibrational state with an unhealed heart and not doing your rest and rejuvenation, okay? Which over here, if you remember, you're being called to retreat and to see things from your own point of view, your own lens of life. And this person, and this could even be a group of people, I don't want to even throw out there that it's specifically only one person, because it could be a group of people who are unhealed themselves and don't want to see you do this work. They want to keep you in this low vibration. They want to distract you. They want to cast an illusion on your life and don't want to see you healed. Okay? So that's kind of your warning for this pile. Now, over here, this is a totally different story. This pile feels very heavy. Okay, low vibrational energy to me feels very heavy. When you're a high vibration, it feels light and airy, easy. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's going to be the difference. This is how you're going to be able to tell these people apart. Here we have the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups. Okay, this could be a past life soulmate bond. Could be somebody you've met in this lifetime in the past. It could also be somebody just from a past life in general. Okay, someone who is working on themselves. Okay, getting into their solar plexus chakra, which has to do with kind of their confidence, their joy, the way they see life. And what we're being instructed with this pile is that this is part of your soul journey. So you can see that in this card, there's like, kind of like the Emerald City, reminds me of from Wizard of Oz. And you've got souls kind of traveling on this path, and they're all in different places on this path. And this is kind of what it's like, okay? We're all doing this windy situation and getting there eventually. Some of us are behind, some of us are in front. It doesn't mean that any of us are any better or worse off than the others, just different paths that got us there, okay? And again, maybe some of us got tripped up on these distractions and these illusions, and it's taken us a little longer to get to this point. However, I want to point out that this energy is easy flowing. The let loose up there has to do with going out and having fun. Okay? Now, what that card represents is witches flying naked on their broomsticks. Not gonna lie, that's what that card means. But they're having fun. Okay? They're going out and they're feeling joy, and that's again the solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus activated. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna feel this joy, and it's gonna be great, and that's all there is to it. Okay, now I do want to say, because I do look at the bottoms of the deck too. One of the things that came up on the bottom of the deck was bewitched, you're under a spell. And that's very much why I tied this magician to black magic. You have something going against you at this time. So my biggest piece of advice to you is protect yourself. Okay? Now is not the time to go out without your energy shield on. Even if you think you can trust the person, you just never know. All right? And if you guys don't know how to do that, I can teach you. I have no issues doing that. So what I do every day, and I do this in the morning and I do it even before I come on here, because I don't want negative vibes coming through the camera. I'm good on that. So what I do is I do the rub your hands together, long enough until you feel kind of heat between your hands. And then you press them together until you feel your energy in the middle. As soon as you feel that energy in the middle, expand it out and let it encompass your whole body. Okay? It reminds me of that song, if you went to church as a kid, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. That's what you're doing. You're taking your own energy, you're expanding it above and beyond you, and it's creating a light shield. Okay? Now, I expand it further than my being. I let it go beyond my house, my garage, so that my car is also protected. You can protect other people within that bubble. Use it however you wish. But what I usually say, kind of just as my little saying as I do that, is within this bubble, only love may enter here. I am safe, guided, protected, and loved. Thank you, and so it is. Now, anything outside of the bubble, and I know I've said this before in other readings, but I'm going to say it again because it's how I get by in life, with laughter. Anybody who tries to penetrate this bubble who is not of love gets a rake to the face. Okay? Imagine them stepping up to your bubble with their low vibration, their distraction, their illusion, and they're just going to get a rake to the face. Okay? Now, I've also asked my guides, my ancestors, my higher self, spirit, all the others that are out there to help me in protecting me while I'm in this bubble. Okay? You can also call all your power back to you. So if you feel that you've been siphoned in some way, you can call your power back. You can also cut cords. Okay? I no longer resonate with this vibration. I let it go with love. All right? Now, if you feel that honestly you have been cursed or sent something, you can do a return to sender. Okay, those are pretty simple and easy. What that's doing is basically saying any energy that was sent to me, I return it. You can return it with love, transmute it. Or if you really want to get the person back, just say, take your energy back times 10. However you want to roll, okay? Let your intuition guide you on this, because I feel like some of you know who this person is or these people, because I'm not getting that it's just specifically one person. They're unhealed. They have broken hearts from past situations that have not been dealt with. They're in a low vibration. They're trying to distract you and put illusions over your life. This is pretty straightforward here. Over here, this is ease. This is familiarity. This is love. And this is not something that you're going to have to worry constantly about how you feel with this person. How are things going to happen with this person? It's just going to be a very fun and fancy-free, loving energy that you don't have to question the motives. That's how you're going to tell the difference. Now, I want to get back to this point of view card, because gratitude is everything. And if this is what you want to attract, be grateful for these types of relationships that are already in your life, and you'll get more of them. If this is what you're focusing on, this is what you're going to attract more of. Okay, you're going to be more this guy with his head down going, oh, I just keep getting these people that lie to me, that distract me, that put me in illusions, that manipulate me and send me evil shit. If you focus on that, you're basically telling them to stay for dinner. Come have dinner at my house. Sleep the night if you want to. Oh, you're trying to do all that's okay. So I just want you to be aware of what's happening. Now, bottom of the deck for these cards was emotional loss. Now, I actually pulled this with this pile. So the person who's got the unbalanced heart and hasn't done their work yet is experiencing an emotional loss. So 5 of Cups. They had a heartbreak happen to them. And so they are kind of in the mood of breaking everyone else's hearts. Like, you've heard of that, right? The hurt people hurt people. So this situation really stems from some sort of hurt or loss that they experienced in their life. And they're just trying to pay it forward, except it's take forward. Let me take forward. All right. Now, the other thing that came up too with this pile, which I didn't have enough room to put it down, but I got this community card. And with the Witch in the Woods, the thing that came up for me with that was that some group of friends that you are going to either meet as kind of new friends in your community, or friends that you've had before are going to invite you to some cabin in the woods, and you're going to go on some kind of retreat. So this could be like a spiritual retreat. This could just be, again, you wanting to hang out with your friends and let loose. Okay? But I got that it was going to be like in a cabin in the woods. All right. I want to go a little deeper. So this was the reading that I pulled. And this was kind of the explanation that I got through for myself. So I just want to dig a little deeper and find out more about these piles. So let's get into this pile, which is the illusion, the distraction, the low vibration pile. Tell me more about this pile. What are we dealing with here? And if I didn't say it in the beginning, thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. And I already know that this message is going to resonate with somebody because it's happening a lot out there, unfortunately. But I think most of us by now can see the difference between these two situations. Like, I just watched the movie Teen Witch the other day. And it's one of my favorite movies of all times. I love 80s movies so much. Anyways, it reminds me of when she starts to get her powers. She turns 16, she starts to get her powers. And there's this guy at school, Brad, that she has a huge, massive crush on. And again, she's 16, so, you remember those days. But the thing is she put a spell on her with Madame Sharina to be the most popular girl in school, because that's what Brad said he wants. So she's changing herself to be what he wants. But now the problem is she can't tell if he actually likes her for her or if it's the spell that she put on. So I want you to think about that too in your day-to-day activities, okay? What is it that you are attracted to and why? Is it some unbeknownst reason and you're just kind of blindly following something because you feel that it's right? Or you're doing something because you think it's what the other person wants? Be careful with that. All right, we shuffled enough. Okay, there's some cards. Okay, so we got stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking, attack. Yep, that kind of calls out what's going on in that pile. We have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happy, single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay. And then we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. All right. So this could, like I did say already once too, that this could be something that's already happened to some of you. So either this already happened to some of you or it's a forewarning of what's to come. So this is where you need to kind of be on your guard, put your protections up, make sure you're aware when someone's coming forward in this energy. If it's already happened to you, it's looking like you're already figuring out what to do to move on. Good for you. You're getting out of the illusions and the low vibrations and the distractions. And you're seeing through the BS. Someone who has an unhealed heart and doesn't want to do the inner work. Would rather send black magic to you to manipulate you than to actually be real. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Okay. So I'm getting, that's a tower moment. That's something that I'm getting two things here. One, they're going to experience, okay? This can't go on forever. You can only live in this vibration for so long before people start to notice, your life is affected drastically by it because you're just getting more of this. You're not putting anything good out into the world. So someone has decided to turn their life around. May even bring you an apology. And this could even come after they've seen you move on with someone else. So if this is like a two lovers situation, you have the lovers over here in kind of a low vibration energy, and you have a high vibration spiritual union and spiritual strength. Okay, this is part of your soul journey. You have this side, and it looks like a sudden realization is happening. Now, I don't even want to throw this out there to make this such a messy situation, but let's do it. This person may evolve into this person, but this could also be someone new. So if you are like, ew, I don't want this person, send me someone else, this is likely a new person for you. But if this is somebody from your past who is evolving into this, again, this card does specify that it could be someone from your past, whether the past life or this life's past. All right, the other situation is that you've healed from this situation and you no longer resonate with it and you're ready for this pile. So those are kind of the ways I see these going. All right, let's get over here to this pile, the soulmates, the Two of Cups. What do we have going on for this pile? All right. Oh, boy. A whole bunch. All right. So we have Axe, which is breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, and getting together perfect. All right, let's see what flew out over here. We got cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay. So, we have both good and bad in both piles. Now, with someone chasing you, all right, so I'm getting the axe, the breakup, the outdated thinking. This is why I'm going back to the evolved version of this person, because we have like a breakup and a separation. So it doesn't have to go that way. Let's use the two different examples. Okay, if it is the evolved version of this person, if that's the case, they have broken up with or separated from whatever was attached to this pile. Okay? They have left it where it is. This could also pertain to you cutting them off because you didn't want to sit in this energy. So this breakup, this separation could have happened 2 times over. Once you to them, twice them to the other people involved. Because they had outdated thinking, they had patterns they needed to break. Okay? Chaser in a codependent relationship. I'm getting that if, you were with this person before, they wanted you to chase them. However, you're like, nah, I don't chase, I attract. And went your separate way. Now, let's look at it from a new person, a new point of view. So let's just say we're wiping the slate clean and they're going their way, you're going your way. You still are meeting the one, and it's going to be a stable and secure relationship. Now, they may have also just broken up with somebody else. Since they're new, it wasn't you. You weren't involved in that. And they may have been a chaser in the past or expected to be chased. And that could be part of the outdated thinking. But they're stopping that pattern. They no longer have the abandonment issues, because abandonment came up here a couple times on these cards. You are now meeting the one. The one. So let's jump into a different deck here and play out a little more. I have Madame Endora's Fortune Oracle cards. So we're just gonna throw these out and see what else we can get with this. All right, Spirit, tell me more about these situations. All right, so we have the Seer and the Gate. So follow your intuition, and a barrier keeps you from your goal. Okay, so the barrier, let's see, the barrier could be your point of view, could be your negative attitude if you have that, if that's you, if you resonate with that. The barrier could be the lessons involved with this group. I haven't learned my lessons yet, so I can't yet meet the one because my lessons are not learned at this time. It could be your protection, like if there is black magic being sent towards you. It could be that you don't know who this person is, and you don't need to know. I mean, I've been waking up, not lately. This did not happen lately, FYI. I have been woken up in the middle of the night by my guides and said, you're under spiritual attack. And I had to wake up and figure it out. Do my cleanses and all that stuff. But sometimes we don't see it coming, and we don't suspect who it's coming from. The king, authority, and diplomacy. Okay? So that's divine masculine right there. What else do we have to go with this? We have the unicorn. Good fortune and friendship. All right, I love it. What else, please? Okay, the wizard. Use your skills to aid others. Now, when I look at this deck, I see these two as a match. So if you want to think of your ultimate perfect match, sure, you have a king and a queen, but there's no queen on the table at the moment. You have the seer and the wizard. So both have similar abilities, similar talents, but they use them in different ways. Okay? One may conjure magic, so the wizard could be the magician here. And one trusts her intuition and sees things, or hears things, or knows things, whatever the clair is of your situation, because we all harness the different clairs. But when they work together, they become this Two of Cups, this immovable force. Especially if they're working together. Now, if they're working against each other, that's a different story. We don't want that. But they've met their match if they're going to work against each other. Neither one will... I'm trying to think of the word. Be victorious over the other, we'll say. It's like when you play a video game and you fight somebody with equal strength as you. Okay. The stars. A long journey brings reward. Now, we also got the stars over here. So that's 2 times that came out. Okay. Love. True love and fidelity. You seeing that? All right. And then bottom of the deck, we have the black cat. Your luck will soon change. So I want to look more into the luck. The luck. All right, so let's get into, to close this out, the Fortune Oracle. And I just want to see what the outcome of this is. A lot of it, honestly, is going to depend on your path you choose. Okay? So we can kind of pull 2 and say if you choose this path, or if you choose this path, or if you choose the solitary path. You know, we have 3 options here. You can meet your soulmate in a high vibrational state. You can meet a lover, let's just say a lover, because I don't know what they're going to constitute as, who's in a low vibrational state, unhealed, you know, doing the worst, probably sending you black magic, manipulating you. Or you could be this witch of the woods and go be by your damn self in the woods, okay? With your naked broomstick. Go be alone in the woods. Sometimes that's the best option. Okay, what is the outcome if we're choosing to be alone in the woods? Like, I don't need people. We got thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Okay. So it's going to be challenging in the woods. Lots of thorns. There's also thorns here. What's up with this low vibrational, distractive illusion energy? What do you have here for this pile? What is the outcome? Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Okay. And let's move over to the last pile. What is the outcome with this let loose, this soulmate energy, this soul journey pile? Okay. We have beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. All right. So it's like warning, warning, warning across the board. Seriously. Bottom of the deck is open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Okay. Let's take a look at these. I am going to go ahead and read But goodness gracious. Okay, let's go to Thorns. This card brings challenges and changes to your life. There may be heavy burdens, mental distress, or disappointments to deal with, but you will discover who your loyal allies are and aren't. Let go of things that no longer serve you as the old ways break down in order to herald in the new. Possible chaos around you will test your strength. You will have to learn how to roll with the changes. Goals will disappear and be replaced by more realistic ones. Watch out for smiling assassins. And be careful who you trust and confide in at this delicate time. This card may also represent personal suffering and feeling let down or being in a state of emotional crisis. I just saw 2222 on the clock. Be reassured, however, that this period will pass. Do not be afraid to seek the necessary guidance and take good care of yourself and close family members. Okay. So for personal and relationships, this card can signify the end of a relationship that has proved difficult. The relationship may be saved if you communicate with your friends, family, or partner and clear the air. A gentle confrontation could settle the difference. Okay. So the being alone probably means that, yes, you chose that path for yourself because you didn't want to deal yet with this, stuff that's happening outwards. So being alone in the woods and retreating, do it. Honestly, if that's what your higher self is calling you to do, trust that. Because a lot of times we get so entangled with other people's stuff that we can't read our own intuitive thoughts and we can't take our own advice or listen to our guides and to know what they want us to do. So you are being called to separate from these people at this time, even if just for a moment, to clear your thoughts and to make sure that you are doing what's best for you and not what someone else wants you to do. Or even being who you truly are, your authentic self, and not wearing a mask while having to be in the presence of certain people. All right, let's get over to this Mountain card. The Mountain card represents protection, but there is always a danger when we climb a mountain that we could fall. The card therefore warns of possible hazards or threats and something that you did not create yourself. Remember to be cautious in any decisions made. In personal and relationships, this card indicates there are struggles surrounding some of your relationships. Quarrels and confrontations could be upsetting. Secret information could land in your lap and completely change the way you feel about someone. Some relationships may end. This may take you completely by surprise, but you will be better off. This is not a good time to let a stranger into your life. Singles meeting people on the internet or by chance need to be careful. Others may not be what they seem. See people for what they are and don't be fooled by false people. They may be deceiving you. Decisions about relationships made at this time will be important, so think things through very carefully. This card could also hold a caution regarding relationships with friends and family. Everyone seems super sensitive over the coming months, and you may end up walking on eggshells, so tread lightly. Okay. That was pretty self-explanatory, and again, lot of, I said it before, illusions, black magic, distractions, low vibrations, unhealed heart energy, not doing the inner work, wanting the love relationship, but not wanting to do the work to get it. In other words, they want to summon it to them, because that's free of charge, unless they're paying a practitioner to do it. I don't have to do any work. I just want it. That's kind of the mentality I'm getting with this pile here. All right, let's move over to this pile. So we have beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. This card is a warning. You could be in danger of taking too many risks, so be careful in your financial and personal life at this vulnerable time. Avoid excessive alcohol, drugs, and food intake, as these could lead to dependence or weight gain. In personal relationships, affairs of the heart could be very stormy. So now is not a good time to start a new relationship. You are likely to be vulnerable, so so you may not make the wisest choices. Take care not to become involved with someone who zaps your confidence in any way. It will only cause you heartache in the long term. Listen to your intuition and be on your guard for those trying to con you or those who do not have your best interests at heart. This card could also indicate temptation, so avoid adultery, no matter how tempting it may be. Don't mistake false flattery or lust for love, as it could end badly. Try and see people for who they are. Avoid putting someone on a pedestal and being disappointed when the reality does not match your dream. Jealous friends could surface, and a Judas or smiling assassin could cause you grief. It is best to let go of these toxic friendships as soon as possible. All right. So that's what I have for you today. So even though we have, love here, true love and fidelity, there, I'm gathering, are still external influences that don't want you to have this. That's who you're being careful of. So even though it says don't start any new relationships, this is not a new relationship. This is a past life relationship. Whether it's this life or it is other lifetimes. So to me, that's not new. You should be able to trust this energy. What they're telling you not to trust is other people and their opinions of you in this relationship. I'm getting very strong power couple energy here. You're going to be flying high, okay? And people are jealous of that. And that's okay, okay? We're still here to shine our light and to be beautiful. But just know that, our light's going to attract some moths. And those moths just want to be there to hang around your light. They don't want to offer you anything. They just want to take. So, here it is. Your 3 choices, your fork in the road, 3 prongs. Be alone. Go be a witch in the woods. Hang out in this low vibrational energy with lots of illusions and distractions and unhealed black magic stuff. Okay? Or fun and fancy free, super easy flowing, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You do got to watch out for, these haters. Let's just say, let's go hypothetical. You leave this situation because you know it's not good. You come over here, you meet this person. You're freaking happy as can be. And you're just shining your light, being beautiful. Well, these people over here are pissed and watching you and want to have what you have. But they didn't do the work. They did not put the work in to heal themselves. And so they cannot have this. So they're jealous AF. So that's what you need to be aware of. Okay? You've got love in this pile all day long. True love and fidelity. Okay, soul journey and a long journey brings rewards. All right, it's here. This is beautiful energy. So that's what I have for you today, everybody. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. And I hope this resonated with somebody. Like I said, I think this is happening across the board. So be aware of it. Protect yourself. That's all I'm going to say. All right? So make sure you fill your own cup up before you try to fill up someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. Thank you so much again for being here. I truly appreciate it. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.